Okay, got a design change there. Couldn't find the screw I liked, so I went and drilled this out for 1/4 inch. Bubble gum all over the side of that. Got a 1/4 inch screw with a 1/4 inch lock nut, and that's going to go right there in that hole. Sit right in there, no problem. And that'll take care of that. And now we're in a standard size. It's easy to come by. 1/4 inch hardware's everywhere. Alright, so that's going to go right into there like that, right there. Not a problem. Okay, so the ignition switch, I took the wire out that was there. I'm going to use it. I tested the switch in the earlier video, so this is the light switch side. This is the 12 volt in coming on right here where the plus is, and this is E is for ignition right there. So there you go. So that's how that gets wired in there. So that should be pretty easy to do. Okay, what I didn't do is check to see where these wires are supposed to be. I didn't figure out what was what here before I hooked this up. So now you go back over here and see what we got over here. So, got a bunch of numbers on here too that I don't know what they mean, because I can't read Chinese. Okay, so so I need 33 to start when I do my fill tip out. Okay, so this goes like this. So our number 68, which should be that one on the left, and it is. This one right here is the start button. So this is S for start. This over here is negative, so you got negative. This one down here is starter. Still on starter. Oh, this is out for output. O. And then we're going to have a trigger wire, which is over here. So I put trigger for trigger wire. So where's our plus 12 at? We're missing a wire. 12 is... Oh, I got that marked wrong. Oops. This is the plus 12 right here. 12 volt. 12. Negative. Output. This would be input. That's the trigger wire. This is where T should be. Trigger. There you go. Now you can also put out as for starter. If you want to put an S right there for S, you can do an S for starter. Alright, that tells me what I want to know. Now, we can go ahead and put this on here. Pull it back in. She's in. So this is ground, is blue. That's ground. This is our hot wire 12. I think that'd be red, you know. Okay, then we have trigger wire is green. That's usually the color that goes with the starter. And this one over here is our starter wire over here, which is now red. These colors suck. I don't like them, because this should be our 12 volt. Green is the output going to your starter, because that's what Harley uses. And I don't really care about these other ones. Orange we're not using, so we can use it for something else if we want. So I don't like any of these colors. So let's see if we can fix this problem. So if you go in here, put a little pickup in here, you should be able to pull this thing out and get it out of here and change them. Okay, so none of these wires we liked. So this screwdriver's a little bit on the big side, but let's see if I can get it in there. That does not go in there. So we're going to use our little pick here to go in here. See if I can't find the sweet spot. Pull it. Not working. I'm going to be able to hold this. So I'm going to go ahead and put this device over here. Boom. So a little button right there is what we pushed in right there. So now we're going to push that back out a little bit. So it'll stick again. I don't want to stick up there anymore. These are pretty stiff. Alright, so now it sticks up a little bit. Engage. Okay, that one's off. Just gonna get some more of these things off of here. Okay, where's this one going to be? This one goes in the center. Boom. Back up a little bit if we can get under it. There you go. Tangle bit work again. See, where's this button go on this one? Okay, you can see how the flat spot of the terminals across the top, so it goes right in here. Pop it. Nope. We didn't need that one, did we? Okay, where are these two at? Okay, these two are across the top, so the pin has to go on the top to pop these off. I feel like I'm on anything there. There we go. And out. Trying to poke myself there. Still trying to poke myself. Like how I try to poke myself. It's out. Last one's yellow. There you go. Alright. Wires are all out. Okay, now we go back over here and we hook them up how we want to be hooked up. So we got our plug. We got our piece that goes on there, like that. Okay, so ground. Is that the negative? That's the negative. That's ground. So what color do we want to be ground? I don't know, what's the closest thing we got to block around here? So the closest thing to block around here is probably the blue one. Blue or green, but green's going to be used on something else. We're going to make this, we're going to call this blue as block. Okay, so that goes into our negative. Okay, so that goes in there into this one. Which way is it supposed to go? It's supposed to go like this. Pop. That one's in. Okay. Green goes to the starter. That's our output. So that was the O or the S, which is over here, I think. Yeah, I think that's supposed to be an S. So starter's out right here on the bottom. So this one goes in there. Not sure which way that goes in. Titty's right here. Titty goes with titty. That one's in. Okay, that goes like that. Okay, what's our top one is? What is our top one? I can't read that. That's negative. Or does it say something else on it? Can't make it out. Rubbed it off already. Didn't take me long. Yeah, can't read them. That's a good sign, right? Well, it's a good thing we know it needs to go where. Okay, so this goes like this. So this is negative. To starter button. This is trigger. This is starter. That makes this 12 volt on top. This is a 12. Let's see if we did that right. Ground, starter, trigger. Oh, what did I do wrong? Oh, trigger. Trigger is the other one. And 12 volt is 12. So, always like red for 12 volt. Titty goes down. We're going to make our orange as our other wire. I want to make it yellow. Starter button. Let's make starter button yellow. Some odd color you never use for anything. If I use orange, that's a hot color for Harley. Oop. It's not sticking in there like it's supposed to. What am I doing wrong? I don't know. It's weird. There it goes. Did not want to go in. Okay, where's our 12 volt? Let's see. 12 volt is, orange is an accessory 12 volt for Harley. Full-time 12 volt here. This could be an orange wire instead of a red. We'll see. That works for what I'm doing. Okay, so I got ground, 12 volt, starter, motor, trigger wire. Got it? So I have to think about it now because I got the right colors in there. When you got the right colors, it makes it easy. Alright. So now we know where everything goes. Now you just figure out how to make it go on the bike. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put this on the bike now because now I know where the wires are. I can make it easy to deal with later. I don't have to figure it out anymore. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is find some tools to use. Okay, we'll go ahead and put these down here. Screw. This is a nice large headed screw so I don't have to have a washer on it. Spreads the load really nicely on the inside of there, which will hold it pretty good. Now we got to figure out if we want these wires to go on the outside or the inside of the other wires. Probably wouldn't want them to go on the inside. Like that. So, yeah. Let's see what we do here. That looks good right there. Nice screwdriver. Doesn't work on that bolt. bigger screwdriver head. Bigger screwdriver. Oh yeah, that fights really good. Okay. Good and tight. Okay, so now, got our wires over here. We need to figure out what goes to where. This is our ground wire. We need this one to go up underneath, and go up over here, go into our ground right there. Okay. The yellow wire is a trigger wire. It's going to have to go on up to one of these wires up here on the bike. So we'll have to figure out how we can do that. This is a 12-volt hot wire. That's going to be going to the back of our switch. And this one here goes up to our starter motor, which is way up over there, which is not going to really make it. It's too short. I can just barely make it if I push it. But I don't like pushing it. It can look like crap when you do that to it. All these wires that come backwards this way and go up. Okay, so go back to our starter button, put that in there. Okay. So I'm going to put this into a piece of conduit so it makes it look a little prettier and protect it. Pop the plug off the thing here. I'm going to get a hold of it without eating my finger up. There we go. Okay, we're going to find ourselves a piece of conduit. Put around here. Alright, so let's go over here and figure this out. Where's my new cutters at? Here. I don't think these are the right cutters to be using. Too heavy duty. Old standby dikes. I like them. Alright, here's our conduit laying over here. Previously put over here for custom applications. Which one are we going to use? That little small one, or are we going to use our bigger one? I think I need this bigger one. I might even have to go bigger than this. It's a lot of big ass wires. You got a little small little hole there. It looks like they'll fit in there. Yep, they will fit. Okay, so we can put that right through there pretty easy. Just going to figure out what we need to do. Okay, we need to go about to here. Give or take a little bit anyway. Boom. So you want these to come out nice and even. So undo your braid. So these pull out evenly. Get them all going straight first. They're not fighting each other. Okay, so they'll go like this. They'll fit together pretty easily. So then all twisted, they go in a lot easier. Because when they start to overlap each other, they get taller. They don't fit very well. There we go. Shove these all in there as far as they'll go down. Now that's all protected. And we got these up here. We can cut and maneuver whatever we want. Now if we want a little more length, we can always cut this back a little bit, but I think that's probably okay what we're going to do for what I need. So I'm going to go with that. But we are going to test some extension wire over here. So I brought me over some wire to use. So the extension colors we're going to need is green, which I didn't bring with me. Nope. Have to go get me a green wire. Okay, I do have a red wire right here, 16 gauge. Blue wire, I think we cut ourselves too short. Might have to use another blue. There's a blue wire. Yellow wire we got plenty of right here. Not an issue. So the only we don't have is green. So I have to find some green wire. Alright, so this is all the wire I brought. So no green wire over here. Nope, no green. Alright, we'll have to go get some green wire. Okay, so now I gotta see if I cut this too long. So it's laid up in here. This ground wire needs to get to where we need to be, hopefully. So let's see how far off we are to what we want. Why is this not going back on? Because it's upside down. Or it's sideways, I can't tell. I can't see all the terminals from that view. Okay, so it should go on like this. Just like this. We're doing something easy. I sure am fighting it really hard. Too much things in the way. There it goes. Okay, it's back on. That was a pain in the butt for an easy job. Okay, this is going to go back around that way. Come up from behind. That needs to be shortened up a little bit. Too much. Lose some of the length on that. So pull up a little bit and clip off a little bit. There we go. So now that wire can go right to there now because it's not too short. Ground wire goes onto that. These two will have to extend. And the hot wire stays here, 12 volt. Those two have to be extended up to go where they need to go to. These two are fine in the length we got. Okay, so this needs to have a 1/4 inch screw put on it. This one needs a little dinky one, which is one of these little small screws here. So you have to go find a terminal for that. Alright, so we got a whole bunch of stuff laying here. This book we don't need anymore. So what do we got here that we need? We're using thick wire, so we're going to use blue terminals. Something that fits in here. That's too small. Next one over. Too small. Next one up. We have a winner right there. Okay, so that's going to be our one for what we need. Now the other one we need a 1/4 inch. So these are not 1/4 inch here. You will see these are not 1/4 inch. So we go up over here to our 1/4 inch stuff. Not that at all. Ah, 1/4 inch. Right there. 1/4 inch. See, I've been organizing my stuff over there, so I got access to it. Okay, so this one's going to go right here in the blue wire, and it goes right underneath that header bolt right there. So that one gets out, the other one gets out. These two we have to extend up. This one has to be, this green one has to go up to the starter right here. So we need to put about 3-4 inches up onto that to get it to there. Okay, the trigger wire is going to be one of these wires. That goes to, we don't have a starter button on this bike. What am I thinking of? Oh, the trigger wire goes to the switch. That's right. That screw right there is the trigger wire. So that's going to be another one of the small terminals. I forget how I was doing this. Okay, there we go, one of these. Boom. 2 of those now. Okay, so the only one that has to be extended up is our green wire, which has to go up to the starter. These other 3 are going to have what they need on them. Okay. So that makes that really easy to figure out. Now to extend it, we need something like that to do a little clip job. And I still got to find me a green wire. So I'm going to go up to the upstairs and find me a green wire. I didn't bring down any green ones. Okay, so now we get to figure out how we're going to do all this. So actually I think I'll go get that green wire and I will be back.